Hi guys, and welcome back to my Nintendo Arcade. I'm Alex, hope you're all well. I'm doing this video today in the daytime, so I've got my day off, which is cool. So I've been working out in the rain all week, it's been horrible. So I thought I'd catch up and do a nice video actually. I've got lots of things to show you, lots of things to talk about. And what have I been doing basically? Well, I've got a nice little project to do for Dean. He's dropped off his Space Firebird cocktail cabinet. I've never seen anything like it actually. He's got a coin box at the bottom underneath, which I said to him that you can't leave that on there, you've got to cut that off. He said, oh no, it's too much hassle. I said, it's not too much hassle, just get a grinder to it, or I'll give it to my welder guy who does all my gates and my railings, he can cut it off for you. But you can't leave that on there. I'll show you actually in a minute what it looks like. It looks awful. So we'll cut that off and we'll probably put a metal plate underneath, and then we'll get it powder coated and whatnot, and it will look brand new, so you won't even notice that it's been there. So yeah, let's go and have a look at it now actually. Come on, let's have a look. So this is Dean's Space Firebird cocktail, right? And as you can see, he's tried rubbing it down, but at the bottom here it's got his coin box that they've welded on. I don't know, probably to take more money. So obviously the game did quite well on location, and it's been a bit lazy, I guess. Maybe the operator wasn't getting to the location often enough to empty the box. He's welded this horrible, hideous looking coin box on the bottom, so I'm going to have to grind that off for him and then maybe get a plate welded underneath, because it's going to look absolutely grotesque with that on there. So we'll sort that out for him. Now as you can see, there's a hole through the bottom there, so we'll have to put a plate on there. But yeah, that's it. That's the Space Firebird, guys. You wouldn't believe it, would you? It looks in the right state. But once that's cut off and it's all powder coated, it will look brand new. So just bear with us, Dean, on that, and I'll get that sorted for you, no problem. So Dean, that's it. I will send that off to my ironmonger, Steve, who will take the bottom off. He'll cut the bottom off with either a welder, cutting torch, or grinder, and then he'll weld a plate on the bottom, so you won't even notice it's ever been there, and we'll have it looking brand spanking new once it's come back from the powder coaters. So what else have I been up to? Well, I'm thinking about having a rejig around in this room, guys. It's kind of getting a bit to me. I've got too much, it's encroaching on my space, and I'm thinking about getting rid of 2 cabs, Popeye and DK3, so I can move these cabs round to this end and have a nice little setup here for my consoles, and a little couch here. Me and Isabella, my daughter, can sit down, we can play games together, because at the moment you have to pretty much have to stand up the whole time while I'm in this room. It's not the ideal situation I want to be in to enjoy my collection. So sometimes, guys, you have to move things on. You know, it's no big deal. They're only games at the end of the day, and I don't want to go down that route that some collectors have gone. You know, they've got games in storage and, you know, other people's houses, which is what I've got. You know, I don't want my games in other people's houses and in storage. You know, it's just a silly thing to go down. You know, these games are here to be played, so, you know, I have to narrow my collection down to what I can only have in this room. So it's no big deal. I don't know if you noticed, I was in Retro Game this month. I'm a little bit disappointed with the article, to be honest with you guys, because I thought, well, I did send in loads of pictures of Sheriff, and I did a nice little write-up, a little article on Sheriff, and it never went in there, and I'm really disappointed about it, because that would have been a really interesting read for you guys. But for some reason, I don't know, they said that there wasn't enough room. I don't know if I can believe that. So I've just got a picture of me in there and a few little tiny pictures of my machines. So not the ideal situation, I don't think. I mean, because I'm not that bothered about going in there anyway. I've been in it before. So what I really wanted was my Sheriff cab in there, and it's not in there, which is crazy. I'll just show the article. So there it is. I mean, it's no big deal for me. I'm not looking for the fame or anything, but it would have been nice to have, for you guys to read about Sheriff, the actual game, the arcade machine which I've got, and it's not in there, so I don't know, maybe next time. But anyway, you know, Retro Games are alright. You know, there's some good articles in here sometimes, but most of the time I don't read it anymore, I just look at the pictures. And they missed out another good opportunity there to have something unique and unusual, and it was a missed opportunity, so hey ho, never mind, we move on. So what else has been happening? Sky Skipper, still moving on. My friend Mark sent out some new chips. I got that PCB from that Swedish guy, and the information on that he had was wrong, so he's reburning some of the chips on there, putting all the binary numbers back into there. I mean, it's totally re-engineering from the top, from the bottom upwards. It's real amazing stuff that my friend's doing, and we're nearly there, guys. It's not far away. Really excited about that. So yeah, I mean, and that's another reason why I want to sell one of these cabs, is to fund my Sky Skipper project, because the artwork's going to cost a bit of money. So, you know, can't afford everything, guys. So let's move on to my pickups now, which I got this last week, which are really cool, and some really cool stuff. So enjoy this, guys. So I took a little visit down to Clacton-on-Sea last weekend. Well, yeah, the weekend just gone. Funny place, Clacton, a bit like Margate, very run down, needs a lot of investment. I think it's one of the most deprived places in the country, you know, and it does annoy me. It really does annoy me, because this place was quite beautiful back in the day. It's got a nice little old pier, you can see nice little old Victorian buildings down there, and it was a really nice place for people to go, but now it's a shanty town, derelict buildings. It's just a real shame, really. But my reason of visiting there was a pickup off eBay. Basically, I've been looking for this Metroid Prime spaceship. It's like a statue, like a model figurine. Been looking for one for about a year, and the scalpers on eBay have got a ridiculous price tag on them, but one turned up for a good deal. And then I noticed the guy had like a display cabinet he was selling. I thought, yeah, I'll have some of that. Once I get rid of a couple of cabinets, I can have a display cabinet here, have all my amiibos in there and whatnot, all set out in there. So I thought, okay, I said to him, yeah, I'll take that, and I'll take the Metroid Prime statue. I drove down, it took me about 2 hours. Got there, really nice guy. And I couldn't believe his collection was unbelievable. He reckoned he's one of the biggest collectors in the UK, and no doubt he was. The stuff he had in that house, and he said most of it had actually already been sold, but he had loads of sealed stuff, and not just one box sealed Zelda Majora's Mask. He had 2 or 3. He had doubles of loads of games. I've never seen anything like it in my life. So I knew what I was picking up was going to be top quality. So without further ado, I'll show you my Metroid Prime spaceship. Now, I've been wanting this for a long time, guys. This is an official, well, it's by a company called First for Figures, but it's approved by Nintendo, because it's got their endorsement, quality of seal on the product. So you can tell it's good quality. It's a really heavy item. It's of really good quality. So it came in the actual box like this. This is all sealed up. I've already opened it up, guys. I don't do the unboxing. And it's got a nice stenciled picture of the gunship on there, which is cool. And this gunship is the gunship from Metroid, Super Metroid, from the SNES game, which I really like, because there are 2 different versions of this gunship. One's a more orange feel, and it's got more like more aerials or spikes on the actual gunship. And this one's a more rounded, more shell-shaped looking spaceship, and it's pretty much the same one as the Super Metroid game and Metroid 2, I believe. So it came in a box like that. I'll just show you the box, the actual box inside, which is really cool. It's a really big box, really heavy item. So this is the box, right? And this was all sealed up. There's the ship. It's a kind of nice metallic goldy look to it, with a green sort of cockpit at the front, which all lights up. It's all LED lit. There you can see like the rockets lit up there in the dark. I'm showing these pictures now because I'm filming this in the daylight, and when I turn the lights off, you're probably not going to see that very well. So you see it better on the box. So, and when you turn the light out, the rockets slowly fade out, and the same with the visor. The cockpit, the light in there just slowly fades out, which is a really cool effect. So it's from Metroid Prime Echoes 2, and It's from Super Metroid. So, and these are limited to only 750, guys. There's only 750 of these ever made, so it's a pretty rare item. And they're quite sought after now. And mine is 495. You see that? Out of 700. And there you can see the seal of quality by Nintendo. So it's endorsed by those guys, and this was made in 2010. So yeah, that's the box. Let's just put that over there for 1 minute and just have a sip of my tea. So here we go. This is the item I picked up. I've been wanting one of these for quite a while. It's a really cool item because I'm a big fan of Metroid, and I think the spaceship is really, really cool. It's got a really cool base. This is really heavy, right? And it's probably about 12 inches tall and 12 inches in diameter, I would say. And there's a little button at the back here that you just press in and the whole thing lights up. You see that? Probably not that well in the light, but the cockpit is lit up, and there's flashing circular lights that go right around the base. And if I let go of the button, it fades out, and the rockets fade out the back. You see the rockets? So when I turn it on, and I turn it off, they slowly fade out. And in the dark time, at night time, on a shelf, that's going to look really cool. And it goes really well with my other figurine from Figma. They're not to scale, but I think they look quite cool together, actually. There we go. So there she goes. She's alright. She's just come off the base. So yeah, this thing comes off. You can actually swivel this around, but they don't recommend doing it when the thing's on, because there's like little optical or little electric wires that go through there. I think you can damage them. But you can lift it off. I'll probably show it a little bit better. There we go. Look at the colour on that, guys. It's got some sort of alien writing on the side there. There's the back. It's a beautiful spaceship from a fantastic game. One of my favourite games that Nintendo have ever made. And this is another reason why I want a better setup down here, so I can play the Wii games, Metroid Corruption, stuff like that, because I can't do that at the moment. So yeah, I really like that. I think that is super awesome. And I don't really buy that many figurines. I'm not really. I used to collect like the old sit-down miniatures. I do like looking at figures, and I love all of that. But it needs to be a figure you're really a big fan of, because these are a lot of money, guys. And these are not cheap. And I sold a few items to get the money for this, for something I really, really wanted, because I don't normally buy stuff like this. The only other figure I had actually was Bayonetta. She was really cool. But I sold that on at the time. I don't know why. She was really cool. I did regret that. There's the little thing that slots in. You can only get it one way round. You can't get it the wrong way round. So yeah, that's the spaceship. And I'll just show you the base. There's the base there, and it's got the number there, 495 out of 750. This Metroid Prime 2 gunship replica is produced under license from Nintendo. This replica is limited to 750 pieces worldwide, and this is statue number 495. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with that. So really hard to find these guys. These went off like, these sold like hotcakes when they came out. They really did. And I'm just chuffed that I got mine sealed on eBay this week. So that's a really nice pickup. Let's put it back on the base before it gets damaged. And for now, it's just sitting on my red tent here until I sort this room out. Now, the other deal that I got with this guy was a, because this was it, I forgot to tell you, the cabinet, the glass cabinet that I went there for as well, did not fit in the van. Well, he said, you know, why can't you just have it overhanging and have the tailgate tied down? I said, well, what if it smashes down the motorway? The whole glass cabinet's going to go everywhere. I said, I can't risk that. So he was a bit peeved about that, because obviously he was hoping I was going to take it away. But I said, look mate, there's no way I'm taking that in the van. It's hanging out the back of the van. If it smashes, I'm buggered, you know. I'm going to get nicked for that. So I said, well, I'll tell you what, you've got loads of other stuff here you want to sell. Let me buy some other stuff. We'll do a deal there. So he was well up for that. So I'll show you the other items that I've got. This is an item I wanted, because you know I'm starting to collect the US NTSC SNES carts. I picked up a little Junior. How cool is this? So this came out towards the end of the SNES's life, as you can tell, because it's got Donkey Kong 3 picture on the back here, which is one of the last games on the Super Nintendo. And it's got these kind of, they look like N64 Marios and Yoshis on the front here. They look kind of more digitalised. So yeah, you can tell this came out. It's a bit like, you know, the Wii brought like a little mini out, didn't it, towards the end of his life. It didn't sell very well, but it was cheap. But this is actually really cool. It's really small. I'll show you inside. It's all mint, guys. Really, really mint. Really pleased with this. And there it all is inside. Look at that. It's got all the cellophane in there. Controls, you can tell they're all nice and new. There's no wear in them at all. Nice and responsive. And just show you the little Junior. Tiny. Look at this. Absolutely tiny. I've never seen one of these before. Really cool. Can't wait to set this up. Start playing some SNES games. I really can't. If I compare it with a PAL one, you can see the difference in the size. Look at that. It's probably about a third smaller, I would say, or a quarter smaller, would you say? Still got the same sort of shape. So they kind of, it's kind of an in-between the American one and the PAL one, or the Super Famicom one, because it's more curved. And the reason why Nintendo did this, because with the NES, they got a lot of complaints with the NES being quite flat and quite square. A lot of people were putting drinks on them and spinning them and obviously electrocuting themselves, or the machine would blow up or whatever. So they deliberately designed the SNES to be curved so you couldn't put a drink on there. So yeah, that's the reason for the shape. It's not a great looking machine. I actually prefer the NES the way it looks, but that's the sort of story behind that anyway. But it's really cool, really dainty, really small. I really like it, and a great pickup. So that was the other thing I got with that guy. And also, the deal was I got these as well. Now, I've been wanting this for ages. I've never played this game. I played pretty much all of the Zeldas except the first two. I played and I haven't played what's it called? Skyward Sword. It's the only other one I haven't played. I've started it, but I haven't finished it. So this is the other one I haven't played. This was Majora's Mask on the 3DS. It comes in a beautiful box. It's a special edition with, you get like a steel pouch, and I don't know what else that is there. But it's like a little pearl or something, like a little, oh, it's a pin badge, that's it. A little pin badge of the mask. And it's mint, it's never been opened. So I was really chuffed to get that, because these were going for about, I got this for 40 quid, which I thought was great. It's brand new. It's what you pay for a new game anyway. So that was cool. And this, now I don't know if this is going to work, but this is a wireless SNES controlled by Konami. It's got its own little pickup satellite dish here, which is quite funny. Can't wait to set this up. It's going to look proper retro, isn't it? Having a little satellite dish that picks up the receiving end of the controller. And yeah, it's by Konami. Quite a rare item to find, and I think it'll work quite well in here when I've got my little setup, my little console setup going. And it's in really good nick. It's got all the polythene in there and instructions, which is cool. Just show you the controller. Same size, almost. I think it's the same size as the ordinary one. No, it's a bit bigger. It's about. Let me show you that. smashing the place up. It's actually bigger than, quite a bit bigger. But it feels exactly the same. It's weird. The buttons are a little bit less responsive. Don't know, be interesting to see how that works, guys, but yeah, look at the difference. It's quite a lot bigger, but it looks pretty much the same. It's just got the Konami name there. Yeah, interesting little pickup. Be interested to see how that plays. Quite intrigued about that. So yeah, that was the whole pickup from that guy down in Clacton-on-Sea. So it was actually quite worth going down for, and I probably saved quite a lot on packaging. So what I spent on petrol, I saved on packaging. So it kind of averaged itself out. I mean, that big gunship would have cost quite a lot to post, and the SNES. So I saved a bit there, I think. Other pickups of the week. Well, this was quite a good little bargain. I know it's not a great game, but you don't see many sealed SNES games going for about 15 quid, which is quite cool. King of Monsters, quite a nice cover. Quite like the artwork on there. Probably the artwork's better than the game. I like King of Monsters 2, but I haven't played the original one, the first one, so I'll just have to see how that plays. But still, to have a boxed SNES game sealed like that, it's quite rare and hard to find. Game quite cheap, 15 quid. You can't argue with that. A lot of SNES games, a lot of NTSC games are picked up this week, guys. Earth Defence Force, which I've actually got a loose cart of, but I saw that. Box is in excellent condition. Had to be picked up. Empire Strikes Back. Not in as good condition. Well, the next few items are not going to be that good condition, but I thought for the price. Actually, I picked up, what was it, these three. That was it, these three, oh no, these four. That was it, these four, I think I paid £17 for. Now the boxes are not in great condition. I am really going to try and get really good condition boxed SNES games. I don't really want to start getting a load of tatty stuff and making it, you know, I'm not going to go for the sealed stuff. I don't want tatty stuff either. I guess that is a little bit tatty. But, you know, if you put it in a plastic box, you probably won't even notice that, to be honest with you. You can still see all the artworks intact, just a few creases in there. So, Desert Strike, which is a classic game. Prince of Persia, another classic game. Okay, not the best boxed condition box, but you know, it ain't too bad. There's a wear there, look. Carl Ripken Jr. Baseball. Yeah, I'm not really into baseball, but it's part of the bundle. And Harley's Humongous Adventure. This is probably the worst conditioned box out of the lot. It's got some fade in there and some creases all over it. But, you know, it's all complete. All these games were complete. It's got the instructions there, look. I've never played this game. Don't know what it's like. It looks like a side-scrolling platform stroke shoot 'em up with kind of like some superimposed clay fighters on there. Very odd. Yeah, I just saw the bargain, I bid on it and I won it, so I was quite chuffed with that. Got to have another sip of my tea, I'm drying up here. We got The Legend of the Mystical Ninja, which I was really sad to see go when I sold my PAL version, so it's really nice to get this back, although the condition is not that great, to be honest, but still happy to get that back in my collection. The artwork on that, guys, look at it. So yeah, really cool artwork on it. There's another game I haven't played. It's been in the collection, sitting in my collection, never got round to playing, so I'm really looking forward to getting my little console set up properly in this room and giving us a real good game. Because look at that, look at the artwork, look at the colours on that, look at the dragon. Looks so cool, doesn't it? Yeah, so we've got some real cool pickups there, guys, and obviously this next item you probably all picked up this week, being Nintendo fans. I've already opened mine up here. I've got it all out because I was looking at it earlier. It's obviously the Super Mario Maker. Did you pick this up? It's got some cool stuff. I've got obviously the big edition with the 8-bit Mario inside. And I've just heard they just brought out a different coloured version of this. I'm not going to bother. I mean, I just want the Smash lineup and the odd amiibo that comes with a favourite game of mine. But I'm not going to start going for everything. So that's really cool. The box is really nice. It makes nice shelf porn, doesn't it? That's Dave saying, shelf porn. Yeah, really nice box art on this one. Picture of Mario, Construction Mario, which is nice. And I've been playing it, it's really good fun. I haven't had much time to play it, but there's so much to it. You could be sitting there for hours playing and putting levels together. I mean, Isabella, my daughter, she was making the levels and then she was making me play through them, which was quite funny. She quite enjoyed that. So it also came with a t-shirt, a 30th anniversary t-shirt. I don't know if I'll be wearing that, but still nice to get. And a beautiful art book. Some lovely art in here. And some nice early drawings as well. I like the way they've done Nintendo, out of all the blocks and pipes. So I mean, there's a lot of unboxing videos of this on YouTube, so I'll just quickly look through and you could just ponder on some of the pictures. Funky Mario. Don't know what that one is. I haven't seen that one. Because when you share certain levels, you get to unlock different things in the game. The more you share your levels, the more you unlock. So best to get all your friends involved if you can. So yeah, really nice art book, guys. I'm not going to go for the whole lot because it'll take forever. But yeah, really nice edition or anniversary box. And a nice little pin badge. I don't know if you guys got this. My friend didn't get this. I don't know whether it's because ours come directly from Nintendo, whether you bought from someone else, but this was actually just sitting in the top of the box here. Like that was shut like that, and this was like that. And you could have quite easily have lost that opening the box in the excitement of it all. But luckily I found it. It was just sitting there like that. And it's a really cool pin badge. Really nice pin badge. And the game obviously, which is in my front room because I'm playing it. So yeah, that's my pickups for this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Some really nice stuff. Now I just want to get you involved in this boss level, which is really frustrating me. It's on Metroid Fusion. Don't know if you got it. It's for the Game Boy Advance. I've probably gone on about this quite a lot in the past, but I'm playing this version, the Jap version. I'm stuck on this level. I think it's the 10th boss. He's called, what's he called now? Got it written down here. Nightmare X. Really hard boss to kill. So I don't know if you can follow me through this and maybe try and give me some comments and some advice how to defeat him, because it's really annoying me and I really want to finish this game and move on to the next one. So yeah, here it is then. Metroid, 10th boss, Nightmare X. there we go, guys. Now, the other thing about playing this, I'm playing it on the GameCube player, Game Boy player for the GameCube. So I'm playing with a GameCube controller, which I'm not normally used to, because I've been playing this on my SP. So just bear with us, I've just got to get used to the controls a little bit. Now it doesn't matter if you lose a bit of health here, because up the top here is an energy tank, and it restores all your health. So you can't see a way in there, but if you do, which button is it? That's it. See the secret? So that restores all your health back. So here we go, guys. This is the hard boss. Ah, this is a nightmare. So we need to charge up our gun and get him to really go up really high. And you don't want to get caught in there because you'll lose a lot of health. That's what you want to do. Now everything slows down. This is the real hard bit now. This goes on for quite a while. It's really difficult. Keep getting hit. You really got to wait till you fire before you jump. It's going to blow up now. Yeah, this is a difficult bit. This is a bit I find really difficult, guys. This is just a nightmare. Doesn't seem to be doing any damage. See? Rock hard. It's doing my head in, it really is. So if you've got any tips on how to kill that boss, please help us out, because I really want to finish this game. Nightmare X, bloody hell, that is rock hard, isn't it? But maybe it's just me. I find it difficult. There is two kind of stages to that boss. You know, you've got to get that kind of red bit in the middle of the body, the armour if you like, and then everything just kind of slows down and you start seeing the greens coming out of his eyes. You can tell he's kind of been knocked back. But then you've got to, everything slows down, you've got to kind of tempt him up to top, but obviously you're slowed down as well, so it's a completely different mechanic. And yeah, so you've got to get used to two kind of parts to that stage boss. That's the 10th boss in that game. I will do it, and the funny thing is, I did watch a couple of YouTube clips of some guy doing it, and I just noticed that he unlocked that energy capsule at the top, which I never noticed before. But if you do the smart bomb, it opens up the little passageway. So make sure you get that. So I've only just started getting that, so maybe that will help me, because I have actually killed the boss and got to the kind of the little spirit of the boss, which you have to shoot afterwards, but I've always died because that shoots at you as well. So maybe with that extra bit of energy I might be able to do it. Excuse me, I will persevere with it. It is a cracking game. So yeah, Metroid Fusion, guys, give it a go. Superb game. That's it for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will do a mid-week video, hopefully. So yeah, look out for that, guys. I hope you're going to play Manchester, which is in October the 10th and 11th, and Revival is in Wolverhampton on the 28th, 29th of November. So I really look forward to that. I love those sort of events. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. Anyway, that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.